Welcome to this episode of Wreck-It Recruiter. Katie McConnell Olson here, your resident Wreck-It Recruiter, here to talk to you about how to mess up everything related to recruitment, hiring, and human capital so you can have lackluster results and then complain about them. And today we're talking about how to give passive-aggressive compliments to employees. Brought to you by the Strategic Advisor Board and GrowthWise search partners, providing human capital and hiring solutions for rapid growth businesses throughout the United States. So let's dive right in and talk about passive-aggressive compliments. Now, recognition is all the rage, right? We're talking about employee recognition, and it's important as a leader to recognize your employees for their contributions and a job well done. Now, because we've talked about this a million times before, passive-aggressive is the name of the game when we're talking about self-sabotage and wrecking things. So if you do give employee recognition, it's always important that you're passive-aggressive and pointed with your compliments. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples of what I mean here. Of course, there's always the option to just not recognize employees at all, hide in the corner, and just sort of rock back and forth in fear of them, which is one leadership option. However, if you want to take my Wreck-It advice, go passive-aggressive communication all the way. Now, if you need inspiration, just think about what your mom or Aunt Tina said last Christmas about your new haircut and how it makes your face look less fat. You know, that compliment, because maybe you put on a few lbs during COVID, that's what we're after right there. So here's a couple of word tracks for you. Next time one of your employees or team members does something good and you want to generate a little bit of recognition for them in a Wreck-It recognition kind of way. All right, here's a couple examples. Thanks, Jim. This looks great. You didn't mess it up too bad. Hey, Tina, for your third attempt, it's somewhat closer to being an acceptable client deliverable. Thanks, Donnell. This looks like pretty good work for someone that just graduated from high school. Oh, what great paper you submitted this 40-page report on. Remember, we're complimenting the paper, not the report. Really touch the paper, really kind of stick the landing on that one. Well, aren't you right at the top of the bell curve? You know, that's a nice way to tell someone that they're average. How about, wow, this is great work, John. You did a lot better than any of us thought you would. Those are words of encouragement. You know, I really like you. You remind me of myself when I was young and stupid. What a compliment to tell somebody that they remind you of yourself, right? I don't care what Dave in accounting says, we still think you're creative. That one will make you look good. Make sure that you're also publicly saying these things in front of others. Or if you're in a remote environment, put them in a group chat or a Slack channel as well, because people love public recognition, right? Things like, oh, good, I preemptively set aside an hour tomorrow to redo this, and now I don't have to. Thank you so much for giving me that time back. Great job. Or, I'm so glad it only took 5 rounds of feedback for you to get it right this time. You're making so much improvement. This is way better than the first 4 times you've tried it. I'm excited I don't have to redo this for you. All acceptable options. So remember, if you need inspiration, just think about your family or your last boss that was also a master of passive-aggressive recognition when we're talking about Wreck-It recognition. All right, so some of that may have resonated with you as maybe some ways that you have maybe accidentally or maybe not so accidentally provided employee recognition. And as well, maybe you're not doing a great job giving recognition, and it's something that you want to talk more about in seriousness and how it can really fit the needs of employees without coming across accidentally slighted. To take a deeper dive into how GrowthWise can help you optimize your hiring and human capital or take it off your plate entirely, click the link in the description and we'll be glad to have a conversation about it. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more helpful tips on how you can ruin everything. See you next time.